How are you? I'm obviously doing both platforms this morning. So, yeah, I was, yeah. Yeah, I was on the wrong page. I went on the Pastor B and I went live from there accidentally. And I was like, it was trying to confirm my age. So I was like, good morning, guys. How are y'all doing? Hi, Bruce. How are you? Hi, Jen. Good morning. So I accidentally went live on the Pastor B TikTok page. And it was like, confirm your age. And I was like, what? Anyway. Hi, Kiara. How are you? Hi, Madge. Grand Rising Mercedes. How are you? Yeah. Yeah, I'm on both of them now. I'm on both platforms this morning. Good morning. Good morning, Cole. Good morning, Deb. Hi, Lori. Hi. How are y'all doing? So, good morning, Anna. I'm great. I'm great. New day, new spot. I'm still over here. We haven't finished this upstairs yet, man. We worked on it yesterday and we're just like, whoa. So I'm still over here. But I am on both platforms this morning, so if you are in the Grand Exodus, I am on the Isle of the U's and the Tubes. Okay, definitely don't. Good morning, Lindsay. Oh, how are y'all doing? I had something pretty spectacular happen as I was waiting for time because I got here a little bit early and I got set up and it was like 9:09 and I was like, well, let me do something. So, I did a few rituals and got myself centered and called in the angels and the four corners and the elements and all the stuff, right? And still had about 10 minutes and I walked downstairs. I said, I'm going to go draw a card. And I was just going to go draw an angel card, one of my archangel cards from this fabulous deck that my friend gave me. And as I was walking, I saw my Mother Mary deck sitting on the little table. And so I was like, let me draw a card. And so I did, and I can't wait to share it with everybody. I want to maybe do a meditation based off of this card. I know we've been doing a lot of energy work, and I still want to do that. But I really want to do this meditation based off this card. I'm going to read it to you in just a moment. Did you move over to this one? Great. We have about 60 on one and 25 on the other, so that's pretty good. But I really want to share this card with you. Mother Mary really came in really strong with me. And if you went to the Akasha Nadi Healing Retreat in October, you probably remember how she showed up so amazingly. She started coming to me in dreams and I started having these, good morning, Catherine, how are you? I started having these experiences with Mother Mary. And as I was preparing for Akasha Nadi, I was doing mantra, very specific mantra with a mantra that is exclusive to Akasha Nadi, and Mother Mary showed up. And so I started doing not simultaneously, but along with the mantra, the Hail Marys, good morning. And so Mother Mary really showed up really strong. She's showing up in my art. She's showing up in my life. And I may cry because she's just been such a powerful energy for me lately. And so when I walked by and saw the Mother Mary deck, I stopped and said, that's the deck. I was going to walk past it and go to my table and get my Archangel deck, but I knew that Mother Mary was the way and the deck that I was supposed to use. And my friend, she gave me this deck, gifted it to me for Christmas because she's been with me and seeing and understanding the way that Mother Mary has just been showing up. And I don't know about you, but one thing I've been kind of wrestling with a little bit is, man, that center place, even because I was going to come on today and talk about, I don't want anyone to feel like what we are doing here is trying to be passive with true justice, right? Because there's so many. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be emotional, but there's so many victims right now. And it's all coming out. There's more and more and more. And so I really want to talk about that, because it's not like as we send energy, and I can't read any comments because I took my glasses off, but sending this awakening and energy to the oppressor is kind of hard when you see all the victims. I'm not suggesting that we're overlooking or even bypassing justice. And Spirit said to me, sometimes it's the justice that brings the awakening. And so it was a different way that Spirit was showing it to me, and it was helping me, because I've been I'm struggling a little with not, with that. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I don't know if anyone else has been struggling kind of with that idea that what are we doing? Are we being passive? Are we bypassing justice? That's not what we're doing. And I want to make that very clear. And so I've been kind of, working through that in myself. I just got this deck, and I haven't really had time to really get to know it. I've just been picking it up, randomly since Christmas, and drawing a card. And so I did that this morning, and I want to share that with you. And I want to, that's true. That's very true. Thank you for that, Madge. I want to share it with you. And so I walked by it this morning. I was going to go downstairs and draw a card from my Archangel deck, but instead I grabbed this deck. And I didn't bring the whole deck upstairs with me, but this is the deck if you are interested. And I, put it down and closed my eyes, and, I said, Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee, And I ran my hands over and found this, and I pulled this card out. And I want to show it to you. It is Our Lady of Sacred Union. And it's number 37, which is very significant, because 37 is 10, which is 1. Right? Our Lady of Sacred Union. And I want to read this to you. Right. There is a conflict occurring within you, and perhaps you see this reflected in your world. There are warring opposites trying to find a way to be together in peace. It is not because you are doing something wrong. It is because you are doing something right. You are growing. I will keep you safe. I will ensure you find the way by which you can function, which all can function in harmony. Trust me as I guide you into sacred union with yourself and with the world around you. Do not give up, beloved. Harmony will find its way into your heart soon. And I want to read some of this here. Sometimes choices need to be made between this way or that. Sometimes this is healthy and essential for our growth. Yet there are other times when a choice of inclusion, choosing both this way and that, is the way through which we can best grow. A choice of inclusion allows us to learn how to bring apparently opposing forces together in harmony within us and in our world. Let's see. I don't want to read the whole thing. Our Lady of Sacred Union shows up when we are working on finding a way through opposition and disharmony and into integration and functional behavior. Conflict can be an essential aspect of growth, like friction that creates spark and fuels the fires of transformation. Our challenges can fire us up and give us the impetus we need, I don't know that word, to take action and be bold. Or sometimes they can wear us down and lead us into emotional fatigue and depression, particularly if we feel that the challenge has been continuing on for far too long without respite or relief. No matter whether we are on fire with a passion for finding a solution or drained and exhausted and needing the tender, nourishing grace of heaven to inspire us with the solution that we have not as of yet been able to find, Our Lady is here to help. She asks you not to worry about one choice or another, but to make space in your heart for a third option. I really love that. To make space in your heart for a third option, another perspective, another way to be with this issue. She says that there is always another way to be, no matter how set in stone your situation or issues may appear to be. There is always another way, another perspective, another path through which the issue finds resolution. Allow her to bless you with her guiding hand now as she shows you the other way into harmony. And I want to tell you, I was driving to work this morning, and I was recalling a moment a few months ago where I literally went next door and flipped a table. I didn't flip the table literally, but I went and confronted a pastor in the coffee shop. And I did it. I want to tell the story. I was standing there, and this was when the government had shut down, and all of the SNAP benefits were not being sent out, and people were going hungry, and there was no way to feed, and we live in Mississippi, and so many people rely on these benefits, and I was so just devastated about it and angry, and rightfully so. And this man was sitting there just collecting people, talking about all of his good work in the other countries, and he was doing this mission, and he had all this stuff, and he was trying to get these people to join him in his mission and give him money for the mission. And I got really angry, and I walked out, and I came over here, and Bruce, hi Jonathan, Bruce sent a Styx song, Show Me the Way. And I was up here saying, I was like, I need to go say something. What am I doing? Why did I walk away? And I was very kind of frustrated with myself, and what should I do? And then Bruce sends this song, Show Me the Way. And I don't know if you've listened to the words of that song by Styx, but go do it. And as he sent that song, I listened to it and was reading the lyrics as I was listening to it, because, you just never really realize the lyrics, right? And then he sent a GIF or whatever, however the hell you say it, and it was someone flipping tables. And I went, wow. So I went next door and I said, hi. And he was finishing up in his little meeting with all of his people that he was I said hello, and I introduced myself. I said, are you a pastor? And and he said, no, but I've been in ministry for many years. And I said, well, I couldn't help overhearing what you were saying about your mission overseas. I said, can you tell me about that? What exactly is your mission? And he said, well, the mission statement is, bring the, what did he say? Evangelize and bring the word of God, make disciples of the word of God, and feed those who are poor and desolate. And I was like, in that order, and then I confronted him. I said, what are you doing here? And what are you doing? I really confronted him, and that Show Me the Way, right, was very prevalent in that moment. And I love that Mother Mary says, there's always another way, another perspective, another path. Let her show you the other way into harmony. And when I pulled up at the shop this morning, before I ever drew this card, before any of this ever happened, I was sitting in the car before I got out, and what comes on the radio? You got it. Styx, Show Me the Way. And I just sat in the car and just kind of smiled, because I was literally thinking about the situation and show me the way. And I said to Spirit, I said, I need to see the way. Show me the way. Thank you. I need to see it. And I came in and I believe that this card, drawing this card today, because I was really struggling with being too, I feel like there's more, right? And I want to read this process of affirmation to you because I continued reading and I love this so much. And I want to do a meditation based off of this morning. I hope you guys are up for it. And then if we have time, we'll do some energy work. But I think that this is really important for us as the ones that are doing this work, right? And so, healing process and affirmation. And I want you to get this visual, and I'm probably going to use this in the meditation. You are standing with a beautiful, tall, and powerful woman who is holding a golden scale. On each side of the scale, you see each of the pairs of the opposites. It might be two choices that you are considering, two options in life, two ways to go, two relationships, or it might not be the obvious to you to what you are making the choices of. It might be more of a sense of not knowing exactly which way to go or how to proceed to heal the situation. Eventually, your attention moves away from the two sides of the scale and rests in the center of the scale, where there is a white rose blooming with a diamond in its center. As you gaze at the rose and the diamond, it spins, creating a field of light. That light pierces into your mind and heart. It cleanses and opens your mind and heart to new possibilities, a transcendent choice. You don't have to understand it. Just allow it with trust. When you are ready to say the following healing affirmation, repeat it quietly in your mind, and I will read this in a meditation, but it says, the Lady of Unconditional Love, Our Lady of Sacred Union, Mother Mary, reveals the transcendent choice, the third way, in the perfect time. She blesses me with understanding and brings the angels to assist me now. I celebrate her with thanks. Blessing to the Holy Mother. Yes, I will definitely upload it, but we're living on both platforms right now. So what I want to do is I want to do a meditation with you guys. I'm going to take my shirt off. I'm hot. It's warm in here. And maybe this will help bring some centeredness and some balance into what feels like a really tough place to be. And when I saw that justice often brings awakening, what I was reminded of is I used to work in recovery. I was a pastor for a lot of years, and I built a recovery ministry, and I worked with not only drug addicts and alcoholics, but I worked with people who had been to prison and jail and all the things. I worked with people who had been, in a lot of trouble. And my favorites. I loved working in that community because so many people said it saved my life when I got arrested. It saved my life when I went to prison. It saved my life when the justice came into my life, right? When I had to face my actions. And they would say it so often, this saved my life. And so I was able to see that's a piece of justice. That is such a beautiful awakening energy that is inside that moment. So I was really I feel like that's where we have to get. We have to get into that center of that white rose with that diamond in it that's at the center of the scale, and allow that to just go forth and bring healing. I think that place, that third place, that third way. I'm sorry, I'm so emotional today. That third way is the center, and that's the answer. That's the answer that we've been looking for. The justice that will help to heal those that are oppressed and awaken those that are oppressing. And I feel like this is the place that we need to get. And I think that now, because we haven't really had clarity on what we were doing, because we just knew we had to do it. We knew we had to go in and bring this beautiful healing to both the oppressed and the oppressor. And I've struggled with it, and I know that you did too. And and I know some people probably watched and were like, oh, they're just being so passive. And that's, we weren't. We were really doing that. I feel like we found it. And I feel like Mother Mary showed it to us this morning in this beautiful card. And so I want to really get our energy and our vision and our heart set in the center of that. And I think it's important that we now kind of have a vision and a better understanding, although it's not a complete understanding, right? I don't think we will ever really completely understand, but knowing that place in justice, that third place on the scale, can be the place of healing and awakening simultaneously for both the oppressed and the oppressors. And I think, oh wow, that is a huge confirmation. Robin, that's amazing. And I think that we, as the collective that have really been trying to do this, need this meditation this morning. So we're going to go ahead and go into a meditation. So if this is something you want to do, let's just get comfortable. And I'm just going to channel it. I'm going to keep this close to me so I can go back and read this affirmation. So yeah. Yes, I will totally repost it on TikTok. I'll download it and upload it. I just saw a white feather floating in. That was interesting. Yes, channel meditation. So yeah, let's just get comfortable. Whew, take a breath. Just a calming, cleansing breath to relax. Good morning. I know I haven't been answering many comments, but I'm trying to, first of all, I'm living in 2 platforms, and I'm trying to get this going. So I love you guys, and thank you for being so patient with me as I do this. So let's do a meditation. Yes, I'm great. I'm wonderful. It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to post the whole thing, Rio. I'm going to post the whole thing on the Isle of Tubes and Use, right? I don't know. So I'll post all that later today. But let's do a meditation, and let's let Mother Mary show us that third way, the other way. Show me the way. All right. So just take a breath. Breathe in, and as you breathe in, I want to thank you. Thank you for what you've been doing. Thank you for doing this work. On blind faith. Just doing it because you love and you have compassion. And as you breathe in, I want you to feel Mother Mary, and I want you to feel that energy just surround you in gratitude, honoring what you've been doing. And as you breathe in, feel your body just become calm, at peace. The conflict that you've been feeling inside, feel it resolving, harmonizing, balancing. I want you to feel that relaxation just pouring from the top of your head throughout your entire being, that perfect peace and harmony as these warring opposites come to a new place in the center. Not battling, but finding what they've been fighting for. The third place in the center. Feel your body and your nervous system calm down. Feel that moment of rest that you've been trying to find as you too come to that center place. And as we breathe and relax and come to the center place, I'm going to count from 5 down to 1, bringing you and your consciousness into the center of your soul. Take another breath and double that relaxation. Relaxing your eyes, closing your eyes, breathing in, relaxing all parts of yourself are harmonizing. Take a breath and double that relaxation, and I'm going to count now. 5, going down into the center of your soul, that sacred haven, that safe center of the sacred heart. Four, going deeper. Outside sounds moving to the back. As we go deeper and deeper. 3, you can still hear the sound of my voice as we go deep into the center of our soul consciousness. 2, almost there. And 1. Now I want you to visualize Mother Mary standing in the center. And I want you to notice this beautiful rose under her feet. And as you scale back, you see that she's standing on top of that scale. And the rose is spinning, and the diamond in the center of that rose is calling you. See the rose grow larger and larger, and see the petals reach out and invite you to walk over and join her in the center. And as you walk towards her, feel this perfect harmony and this third way begin to penetrate your entire being, your energy, your soul, your mind. Feel the perfect embrace of Mother Mary, the Lady of Sacred Union, and sit in the center of that rose with the Mother. Allow her to show you the way. Allow her wisdom, her love to come into your heart and create a knowing that is beyond understanding. You can repeat in your mind after me. Lady of unconditional love, Our Lady of Sacred Union, Mother Mary, reveal the transcendent choice, the third way, in perfect timing. Bless me with understanding and bring the angels to assist me now. I thank you and celebrate you. Blessings to you, Holy Mother. Now, take a moment to hold out your hands as Mother Mary gives you a gift symbolizing this sacred union. This symbol, this gift will always rise up in those moments when you feel off balance in the situation that we're in. As we stand here with Mother Mary and connect to one another and say, I only allow that which is in harmony with my true being. Allow this moment with Mother Mary as we connect to one another. Let's connect to the collective, sending forth through the collective consciousness the third way. Allow this harmonizing way to go through us into the collective. We call forth this third way, this transcendent way given through the Holy Mother, given through the Sacred Mother, the Sacred Lady of Union. Allow this transcendent way, this third way, to go through into the collective from the heart, from the center of the Mother. And in the words of Mother Mary, let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Thank you, Mother Mary, for the transcendent way, the third way. Thank you for showing us the way. And thank you for using us as channels to bring this way into the collective consciousness and allow this third way to go forth. This just way. perfectly harmonized, perfectly balanced, in perfect union. Thank you for the way. Now receiving your gift and thanking the Mother, anchor in this way into the consciousness, into your heart, and into your deepest gnosis. And before we come back, thank Mother Mary, bringing this transcendent way back with you. Ask Mother Mary to place her hand on your heart and attune you to this transcendent way, creating a brand new frequency within your energetic field. Receive that now. Thank you. Now I'm going to count from 1 up to 5, bringing you back into the physical realm with this beautiful transcendent frequency. 1, slowly coming back now. Take in a deep breath and anchor this in throughout your entire being. 2, slowly coming up. 3, outside sounds returning to normal. 4, almost back now. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And 5, all the way back. Eyes wide open. How's everybody doing? You smelled the rose. Wow. Wow. That was pretty powerful. Yeah. The third way. Yeah. She gave you a purple rose. That's beautiful. You smelled it too. Yeah. God, I needed that so much. Yeah, Katie Benz. Hands, tears. Yeah. You were gifted a key. Oh, wow. I love that. Yeah. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Golden compass. I love that. Wow. Yeah, it was. Thank you. And I'm just kind of humbled that it happened. Because, man. Show me the way. I strongly suggest you go and look that song up. And read the lyrics. Read the lyrics. She gave you a heart. She gave you your heart back. Oh, wow. It made me go through a door opposite way. The opposite way I came. I love that, Crystal. I love that. Started sobbing immediately. I've been sobbing since we started. I know. Gifted words on a burning paper. Oh. The third way is inevitable and it is already in motion. I know. I know. Yeah, I know. We're going to be tempted to fall into hate, but we have to fall into love. Akia, forgiveness for both sides, the oppressed and the oppressor. Yes. Yes. Whew. You received a bell. I love that. She gave you a rose. golden needle and a golden thread placed in the crystal rose. Wow, that's amazing. An old key and a feather. Love that. Thank y'all so much. And I want you to know that I understand how difficult what we are doing is, you know, wanting to go to battle and finding that place, that way, that third way. What a beautiful thing. I love you, Shane. I hope you have a wonderful day. Yes. The Tao. The Tao is the center way. You know, the Tao is that third way. You know, the Tao. And it is 100%. I love that. So, right here at this full moon, right? I'm just helping you remember, honey. That's what I'm here for. I love you guys too. I love you too, Robin. Wow. I love all of y'all. And I will get this uploaded to the other place. And I'll put it here too. I will absolutely do the whole thing here as well, because I can do that. I can do it in both places. So we will have that. All right. So if you're interested, this is the Mother Mary Oracle by Elena Fairchild. Thank you. And I want to encourage you guys, because I know Azure does this. Azure wanted me to call you out, and Bruce, send those songs, right? When that happens, when that comes up and a song comes up and you feel really led to share it with someone, do that, right? Do that, because it's there for a reason. And Azure's done this with me a couple of times. Bruce has done, like several people have done that. They send me a song and it means so much, and it's the answer, or it's the key, or it's the piece that I needed to. So listen to your heart, and listen to your heart when it's calling for you, right? So, you know, and that's clairaudience. That is a gift. Clairaudience often comes through in song. It comes up, it pops up, you know, and so allow it to happen. And follow yourself. It is BB_ the red Jasper. BB_ the red Jasper. And it comes through sometimes. And allow that to do that. Be that and follow that. Don't be afraid to do that. If nothing else, you've shared a great song with someone. You know what I mean? Just allow yourself to listen. Loka samasta suki no bhavantu. Yes. And there's my, yes, BB_ the red Jasper. Yes. The third way. I love that, Bruce. I love that. And I want to thank y'all for coming in here and attempting to find that third way, right? And I want to say this before I go, and I love that Bruce said the third way is through our hearts. Let me get my dry erase board. Oh, I don't need to do that. I can do this. Right. And you've seen me do this, right? This is the scale. right? Right? And when we close the eyes of judgment and come to the center of the scale, right, is the awakening. Now, this is also, I want to talk about the Trinity, and Spirit was saying this to me this morning. I totally did that backwards. And it's, of course, Father, Mother, Child, whatever you want to call it. But the Trinity cannot walk as one without the missing ingredient. And that is you. The one thing that is missing from the Trinity. Father, Mother, Holy Spirit. Father, Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call that. The Holy Trinity cannot walk as one without the one. And the one is you. 1 + 2 + 3 + 4 = 1. All right. No, I'm writing backwards. So 1 + 2, right? And it's through you. You are the third way. You are the way. And no Trinity. The Trinity cannot walk as one without the one. And you are the one. And so, thank you for treading this moment in time and for being the way. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you. I love you very much. Let's gong that. I'll be right back.